morning.
Did I got the right acid? Oh no. I'm gonna start the starter, my sourdough starters. It's our meat supply for the month. Not only you are going to start eating better and you are going to start to eat less of other things that are not in your best interest. My idea is to make a protein feast. So ambitious, right? Hey Siri, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning and welcome to the vlog. Welcome to my day, to my Friday. And I didn't start the vlog brewing coffee. I don't know if I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to a coffee shop to work from there. I'm gonna finally start editing my novel that I wrote last November. If you are not new here, you know, oh, if you're new here, nice to meet you. I am Luciana Couto. I'm a health coach, but I don't like to tell you what to do, what to eat. I like to share my experience with you so you can be inspired to try new things towards a healthier lifestyle. That's what we do here on this vlog. So I wrote a book last November during the whole month of November. Actually, it took me 24 days to write the first draft, but I didn't touch it yet because if you're not new here, I know you are tired of me saying that, but I'm gonna have to say that again. Because of my back injury, I had this horrible back injury and I couldn't even sit. And if I couldn't sit, I couldn't edit. It was a nightmare. Anyways, actually it was a good thing because later reading the Stephen King's book about writing, I think that the title is On Writing. It's a memoir, but he explains a lot of his process on writing. It's a mandatory book if you wanna write a book someday, if you wanna write better, I would say. And we are going to talk more about that on this vlog, but one of the things he says in the book is that he doesn't take too long to finish the first draft. Check. The second thing, he takes some time apart from the book so the story can settle, and then after a month, I don't remember exactly, after some time he comes back to the book and then he edits the book. It was not my first plan, but yeah, it was perfect. So I'm going to the coffee shop, but my husband accepted my invitation to go with me and to work from there, but he went to run this morning, so I'm waiting for him to come back, so I'm late. And as I was trying to tell you before the sidetrack, is that I'm dwelling if I brew my coffee because I need coffee to do a few things on the computer, but at the same time I'm going to a coffee shop and I'm gonna get coffee there. So yeah, it's a tough life. Just kidding. Yeah, I finally decided to have 1 cup of coffee, but I need coffee to start my day and to start my project for today. If you're not new here, you saw this project coming because I mentioned it. I'm gonna try to make cheese today. Yeah, the verb is to try. But I'm confident. I'm confident that it's gonna work because I'm gonna use my yogurt maker and it has been like one of my best friends nowadays. We got it from Amazon a few months ago, and since then it already paid itself because we don't have to buy yogurt anymore. The only thing, I think it's too small, so I have to be making yogurt constantly because I eat yogurt every day. But yeah, nonetheless, it's perfect. And it has a function to make cheese. To make cheese, according to the manual, I only need milk and acid, what is the name? Citric acid, which I got from Amazon this week. So it's time to try. Let's see what the instruction says. Okay, Greek yogurt, nope. Cheese. It doesn't say what type of cheese. It could be mozzarella, it could be cheddar, I don't know. Just kidding. I believe it's gonna be something close to mozzarella, but it's gonna be creamy. Not cream cheese, but creamy cheese. A cheese that is creamy, because I'm expecting something similar to a yogurt. I need to put water on it, and here it says 500 milliliters, I mean half a liter of milk per 1 gram of acid, or oh no, here says lactic acid bacteria. Did I got the right acid? Oh no. Let me research. Oh my god, there's a website called cheeseforum.org. There's everything on internet, right? So I was researching here, and apparently you can make cheese using both acids, lactic acid and citric acid, the one I have. The thing is, I only found one person using citric acid to make cheese in the yogurt maker. I'm gonna try it and see what happens. The thing is, the instructions she has for her yogurt maker says specifically citric acid, not lactic acid like the instructions of my yogurt maker. I'm gonna try because I have it, and let's see what happens. Actually, it's a good thing because I can make it with the citric acid. I'm gonna order the other one, the lactic acid, and I can compare both. But fingers crossed that we are going to come up with a cheese today. As soon I hit start, it showed that it will take 13 hours. The first step, because after that I have to strain and put in the fridge for about 4 hours. And it's interesting because in the manual they never told us the time that it would take. I was expecting something like the yogurt around 10 hours, but 13 hours. Yeah, I don't think you're going to see any cheese on this vlog, but tomorrow's vlog is gonna be interesting, right? A little teaser from the future, just to let you know it worked. So this is the perfect time to subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber yet, because I am curious. How about you? After dropping my husband off, I headed to the dollar store. I love walking around and pretending I'm rich here. It's always such a fun little escape.
But today I was on a mission. I needed a jar for my sourdough starter. And of course, I couldn't help checking other jars while I was there. And as always, I made a quick stop in the craft session to pick up some scrapbooking goodies. I never leave without finding something interesting. On my way out, I stopped by the wine shop next door to grab a bottle for tonight.
Back home, I went to the dollar store to buy a few things that I need for my future projects. I'm gonna start the starter, my sourdough starter. So I needed 1.5 liter jar. But these ones are going to be on my bedside because I realized that I don't take my vitamins every day because I forget. So I began to put my vitamins on my bedside, my side table, and it worked. But I don't want the vitamin jars there, so I got 2 small jars so I can put my vitamin gummies in here. And I got another pot, I would say. This is for the yogurt, because every time I make yogurt, I leave in the container, in the same container that I used to make them, and sometimes I need the container. So yeah, maybe it's a better idea to put the yogurt in another container in the fridge, and I can use the yogurt maker to make either more yogurt, either more cheese. I don't know what is happening there, but let's see. And while I was at the grocery store, we got our butcher box, which is our, let me lift here, the butcher box. It's our meat supply for the month. Actually, it's not enough for the month, but we eat other proteins as well. I buy salmon and shrimp and other things from Costco. But yeah, mainly our meat comes from this box. So let's open and I can show you what we got.
Here's what is inside the box. Grass-fed ground beef, a lot of them. We usually go for extra lean, but it was sold out. So we got sirloin this time. A variety of chicken cuts. We like to keep it interesting. And of course, a whole chicken. 2 tuna steaks to mix things up, since we already stock up on salmon at Costco. 2 cod fillets for a lighter white fish option. Perfect for making healthy fish and chips. Salmon burgers, a favorite we save for Friday nights. And sirloin steaks for a cozy Saturday night dinner at home. Later in the day, I worked on posting the next vlog on my Patreon. Members there get to watch my videos a day early and without ads. vlog, I mentioned the Stephen King book that I read, and I think it was very useful for me on this process, on this journey of writing a book and now editing my book. But I would like to share with you a few lessons I learned from this book that I think they are not only useful if you wanna write something, if you wanna write a book, but we can actually bring those concepts to our lives, especially if you want to live a healthy lifestyle. And remember, this vlog is all about healthy lifestyle. I should bring those concepts here, right? Not only because they are useful, but because I can relate a lot. And I thought like his work ethics or work lifestyle or his lifestyle, they are very similar to mine. I actually could relate to his relationship with his work. And reading his book, I found like three pillars or three lessons, three concepts that we can extract from it that would help us in our daily lives. They are very aligned to my work, to my lifestyle, to my, how can I say, to my mindset or to my way of live life. These three things are hard work, routine, and rules. They look similar, but they have different key points, but they definitely work together. When you have those three things, when you follow those three concepts in your life, you are going to get results, either in your wellness journey, either in your professional journey, your personal growth journey. I mean, yeah, by the end of the day, these three things are key in life. Let's start with hard work. In his book, Stephen King says, if you want to be a writer, you must do two things above all others: read a lot and write a lot. There is no way around these two things that I'm aware of. No shortcut. I love when he specifically says no shortcuts, because I always say that. There is no shortcuts to health, to a healthy lifestyle. There is no hacks. Oh yeah, there is hacks, but hacks are, as I always like to say, they are the cherry on top of the cake. But the layers of the cake is the hard work, is the work that we do on a daily basis. And I like when he specifically says there is no shortcuts. We shouldn't be looking for shortcuts in life. Even though it's a passion, even though it's something that you like a lot, you should work hard for it. And there is no way around. And I like when he says there is no such thing as just waiting for the muse to come and give you all the work done. You always have to work. You can be talent, you can be cut for this job, you can be born to be a great writer, but you still have to work hard. And that's for all in life. We should be prepared to work towards our goals. Never forget that. I actually related a lot to this part. For me, not working is the real work. When I'm writing, it's all the playground, and the worst 3 hours I ever spent there were still pretty damn good. I love this part because I feel the same. And I feel like when we love something, when we love doing our job, we get to another level of responsibility or anxiety about it, because we want to do our job well. But at the same time, we enjoy the process. We like doing it. You should do it with passion, because if you are not finding passion on what you are doing, something is wrong. The other concept that I love is the concept of routine. If you're not new here, you know that I love routine. There are a few things that I do every day at the same time because I think it works that way. If you watch my vlogs, you know that I always start going to the gym in the morning. I always have my lunch ready because I cook it double the night before. I cook at the same time every night. I have my pauses at the same time. I like to read my book by the end of the day. I do a lot of things in my routine. And I think it's important because not only makes you more disciplined, but it helps you to organize your life in a way that works for you. So routine is important, and that's why I always tell clients that they should work out the same time every day, they should eat the same time, and most importantly, they should wake up and go to the bed the same time every day. That's not only because of organizing your time, but because your body is gonna feel it better. Your body was designed to have routine. He usually writes in the morning and then he takes a break in the afternoon. If he can, he takes a nap, he reads. His nighttime is reserved to his wife, to their relationship. It's when they eat, when they talk, when they watch TV together. So there is a routine in there. And if you are trying to live a healthy lifestyle, I would say come up with a routine that works for you. Think about a schedule that works for you. Don't follow others' schedule or other tips for a better routine. Just think about things that you have to do every day and when is the best time to do them. If you can batch them together, even better. Think about something that works for you and start doing it every day. This is the easiest way to live a healthy lifestyle. It's when you have a routine that works for you. And the same if you're trying to write a book. If you watched my vlog when I shared the story of my book, when I wrote my book in 24 days, I told you in that video that the first days were hard for me and I actually doubt that I could do it. But once I found a routine that worked, things got so much easier. As soon as I realized it, I had a routine, I had a schedule, I knew I would finish the project in time. Actually, I did it in less time. The deadline I had was 30 days and I could do it in 24 days. But it only worked once I found the routine. And the third thing is rules. He has a lot of rules, and I can relate to that because sometimes I'm crazy about rules. Actually, I have to pay attention so I don't create too many rules for myself. But anyways, it works and it works for him. He has several rules regarding writing. For example, he doesn't like to have any distraction in his room. Even his desk is always facing to the wall, never to a window. The door of his office is always closed so he doesn't get any distraction. He has this rule that he has to write at least 2,000 words each day, and he doesn't stop until he reaches that goal. He tells that in the book. Some days it's easy to get to 2,000 words. Other days he has to work for several hours, but he always sticks to that rule. And that rule is that what makes him so prolific. You know that he writes a lot. Let's face it, if he didn't follow that rule, maybe he wouldn't be the writer he is. He for sure wouldn't be so prolific. So it's good to have those type of rules and follow them. And from my experience, if we are thinking about a healthy lifestyle, I would say those rules shouldn't be hard. Think about small, easy rules that you can follow that would help you to achieve a healthier lifestyle. For example, I always bring the protein rule. If you want to start eating better, I always say start by the protein. Have one single rule of eating enough protein every day. Because once you have that rule in place and once you honor that rule, not only you are going to start eating better and you are going to start to eat less of other things that are not in your best interest, you are also going to build the habit of following a rule. Once you are disciplined enough to follow one rule, you can incorporate one more and one more and one more. And this way you build the routine with the habits you need to be healthy, to live a healthier lifestyle.
So I'm gonna start to prepare something for our Friday night. Actually, not something. My idea is to make a protein feast. So ambitious, right? It's just a name that came to my mind when I was thinking about what to cook tonight. Because it's Friday, so we are going to watch something on TV, and it's a good idea to have something to eat while we are watching the movie. But there are healthy ways to do this. The first step, if you already know me, you know that I always start by the protein. That's the first thing. That's the first rule of my diet. All my meals, they have to have protein. The more protein they have, the better. I'm gonna make a few things, separate things that are packed with protein. I have chicken, not wings, I have chicken, I have drumsticks. So I'm gonna make them in the air fryer. Protein there. I'm gonna make edamame as well. I always have edamame in my freezer. It's an easy healthy snack to have. Plus I'm gonna make a few dips with cottage cheese. If I had my cheese ready, it would be better, but I don't have it. Actually, here it says I'm gonna have cheese, I hope, in 3 hours and 27 minutes. So I'm gonna use the cottage cheese. That's another staple here. Anytime I wanna make a dip, a healthy dip, I just combine cottage cheese with something, sometimes herbs, sometimes cucumber, sometimes tuna, and then I have more protein, even more protein. So I'm gonna make this dip with cottage cheese, and I'm gonna toast a few slices of whole wheat bread. As I always say, whole wheat is so much better than white flour because they are complex carbs. I mean, more vitamins, more fibers, more of the good stuff, and they satiate you more. So yeah, I think I'm gonna play by ear, and of course I'm gonna bring you with me in this process so you can see what I'm gonna do. But basically that's what I'm gonna. Oh, and I have the caponata. A few vlogs ago, I think 1 or 2 vlogs ago, I made caponata, so you can watch that vlog. It's another amazing thing to have in your fridge because you can eat with toast, you can eat as a side dish, so versatile, and packed with complex carbs, tomato, bell pepper, eggplant. So yeah, let's enjoy the night.
When planning a healthy snack night, start with the protein. Open your fridge, pick a protein source, and let that be your starting point. Once you've got the protein, think about creative ways to turn it into finger foods. It's such a simple shift in mindset, but it makes a big difference. By focusing on the protein first, you're already setting yourself up for success. Thank you for joining me today. If you liked this vlog, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post videos like this regularly. And consider signing up for my Patreon, where members get my recipes, exclusive educational videos, and more resources for living a healthy lifestyle. See you next time!